Today I'm going to be taking you through my top 5 tips on riding your motorcycle in the rain. Obviously this is more aimed at the newer riders, but the old and bold amongst you, if you've got any other tips, make sure to leave them below, because there are loads of other tips, not just 5. Now tip number 1 then, I'm going to say, is right kit, right place, right time. That's just number 1. Now I'm riding along, the floor is soaked and I can see that I'm heading towards a rain cloud. So before I even get to it, I'm going to pull over and I'm going to put the right kit on. Now whether you choose to have a 1-piece or a 2-piece rain suit, it doesn't really matter. As long as it fits and you've got enough room to manoeuvre around the bike, it doesn't matter. There she be. When I say right place, what I mean is having the kit in an accessible location that isn't at the bottom of your side bags or at the bottom of your back box. For me, I've got plenty of bag options, so I like to have it in a location where if I open it and it is raining, nothing's going to get wet inside because it's the only thing in that bag. For me, this right hand side is where I keep it. I've got it in its own waterproof bag to make sure it's dry for when I do want to put it on. Make sure you do any extra flaps or zips up on your jacket. Now this waterproof jacket actually comes with the Bogata Pro suit. If I wanted, this can actually zip on the inside, but I'm just going to put it over the top. And lastly then, the right time is do it before you're wet. There's no point waiting till it's raining for you to then have to panic and find somewhere to pull over to quickly get your suit on. There we go, sorted, ready for the wet stuff. Point number 2 then is, now that I am suitably ready to be riding in the rain, I want to make sure my bike is ready. Now from that, if your bike has the capability of changing the rider modes, put it in to its least powerful mode, whether that be your wet mode, your touring mode. Obviously some bikes don't have dedicated wet modes, so I'm going to take it out of Dynamic Pro and put it into rain mode, and that will just help you out going forward. Depending on how your bike is set up, rain mode will just help dampen the amount of power or the throttle response, hopefully less wheel spinning. Your traction control might increase. I say you need to find out how your bike changes when you put it between the different rider modes. Number 3 then, if you do have any form of electronics, use it even A, make sure they're waterproof, or B, put them away. A lot of us have our phones out, and yes, most phones, modern phones, are waterproof, and the action cameras, etc. But if it isn't waterproof, either get it away or buy a waterproof case for it. There's nothing worse than getting to your destination and your phone not working. Number 4 on my list can be utilised in conditions like this, where the road is wet but it's not raining, or whilst it is raining, and that is to adjust your riding style. Thinking about kind of 3 main areas of throttle response, your braking and your cornering. So when it comes to the throttle response, we just want to make sure we're nice and smooth. We're not giving it too much. We're not going to potentially start spinning that wheel up. Like we said, put it into rain mode is hopefully going to help with that as well. But yeah, nice and smooth, nice and steady on the throttle. Braking, brake earlier, brake gentle, no harsh braking, no slamming on the front or the rear. Brake in plenty of time. And lastly is the cornering, is to consider your lines a little bit better, a little bit more ahead of time. So we want to take the corners nice and smooth, but also like looking for me on this specific road, on the left hand edge, there are the metal grates. Obviously for a right corner, I'd situate myself on the left hand side so I can open up the corner and see a little bit more. However, I now have to be mindful that the metal grates are there. And a little bonus tip is, as best you can, don't ride over metal grates, and be very careful of the white lines, especially when they're like the roundabouts, the white roundabouts. I've had my car and my bike lock up on those white. For whatever reason, it's just not as grippy. So yeah, that's a little bonus tip. Now we've got a lot of water starting to lay, so we've got to be really mindful and just make better decisions slower and earlier. As we speak, here are the heavens. And lastly then, tip number 5 is have confidence in yourself, in your bike, in your kit. Like, no one likes riding in the rain, but if it does happen, don't build that mental barrier up. Just incorporate everything that we spoke about and just have confidence, and just be confident that you're going to get home okay, because there are people out there that will make riding in the rain something so big in their heads that as soon as it starts raining, they'll pull over and they won't go until it stops. Now, it's not a tip, but it is the truth about riding in the rain, is it sucks. No one enjoys it. No one goes, oh, it's a lovely rainy day today, I'm going to jump on the bike. It sucks to ride in the rain. Do you know what I mean? You're wet, you get cold because of the wind chill, you can't see anything because your visor's covered in rain, you get the spray coming off the cars in front. Like, it's not an enjoyable place to be, especially when it's heavy rain. So yeah, try and make your life a little bit easier by following the tips I've just mentioned. And again, if you've got any of your own tips, drop them down below. Interested to see what you guys come up with. Well guys, if you found the tips useful, give it a thumbs up, more importantly subscribe to the channel. And there's nothing else to say, but until the next one, ride safe.